Hello, howdy, and welcome! It is time. It is Saturday night. It is time to play some Ironsworn. Now, normally I would be doing some co-op with my buddy Joshua, and it is my fault that we aren't. I unfortunately did not contact him. I didn't want to message him last minute, but I had escaped my mind. Got a lot of stuff going on this weekend. I'm kind of on a vacation situation, so setting up a lot of stuff for the future, and it slipped my mind, which is unfortunate. But instead of bothering my boy Josh very late at night out of nowhere to join, I figured it would be a good opportunity to play a character that I haven't gotten to play with a lot on here, and it's also fun to get to some solo Ironsworn in as well, so I think it's a happy mistake to be able to do a little bit as well, and then perhaps we will be able to get back to our normal Ironsworn co-op, not next week because I'm out, but the week after. And we'll jump back into the world of Boss and Kataka. We're still going to be in that world this afternoon, or this evening. Afternoon, jeez, it's late. And I've just also come off of a Dungeons and Dragons game, which was very, very good. I had a very good time, but it was a lot of. I've already been role playing for the last 3 hours, so I'm a little haggard. So also good to have it be solo for that. I don't have to disappoint Josh with my poor performance. So a little haggard. I'll just get to disappoint you instead. All right, so let's jump in. My plan for the evening is to get into the character of Ida Kiru. I got to play Ida a while back. I don't remember what session it was. One of my sessions was like a play my alternate character sessions where we got to play our boy, what's his name? Jeez, it's been so Ikram, and we just played him last week. Or 2 weeks ago, rather. I got to play with Ikram and Ida, and Ikram's actually gotten to see quite a few sessions, though it's kind of funny because I believe that Ikram is only on session 6 or something, and Ida is technically on session 8. I played a lot of Ida. Ida was my first secondary character. She came right after Boss. But I'm interested in catching up on where we left off with her, doing some reading, actually probably a lot of reading before we jump into the game, because I want to remember kind of what she does, what she's about, where she's kind of been. I'm not going to read all of her journals, but I'd like to at least read the last a couple journal entries that she had so I can kind of catch up with where she is and what she's doing. I overviewed her sheet a little bit on the way in, but I think I'm going to just go over everything now, because that's a part of the game of Ironsworn. It's a bookkeeping game. It's a bit of a bookkeeping game, going about and journaling and catching up on where a character's been and what they're doing. There's a lot of bookkeeping, and I think that's an enjoyable part of it. Okay, so let's catch up with Ida Kiru. First and foremost, I wonder if we should hit up the journal. I feel like the journal is going to be the best. Let's hit up her previous journals, and let's hit up her previous quests. All right, I made the start for once. You did, Forskilla. Welcome. We are playing with one of my alternate characters. Same world, different story. So we're jumping into one of my alt characters and advancing their story along a little bit further, while we wait for an opportunity to better do a co-op session after this with Josh and continue the story of him, Kataka, and Ikram with Boss, as well. So we're going to step back into a character I haven't been into a while, and I just kind of want to read their previous journals and get into the character. So I'm doing some serious bookkeeping right now is the plan. So let's figure out where Ida... Well, from what I recall of Ida Kiru, before we jump into her journals, she's sort of a bouncy, happy person. I do believe that she has a... She is very talented in mystical arts. She is what many would consider a... some might call her a witch. Others might call her a gifted or something of the kind. She has supernatural abilities that she can use, but they tend to theme towards the element of light. So even though magic here is not exactly super prevalent, not to the common folk, not to the land. Like it's very sort of mystical. Some people know it exists, they don't really talk about it that much. It's kept very much in the sort of vague fairy tale thing until it becomes in your face. But Ida kind of struggles with that a little bit from what I recall last time we played her, and it's an interesting character to play. I'm playing the Gandalf effectively of this realm. She's got a very preordained destiny to stop the war between elves and man that we made for her, and she's also just really she's really powerful as well, but young and a little inexperienced. So it's kind of that Gandalf, but not like young Gandalf effectively is what we're playing, like Gandalf when he didn't know what was going on or what he was supposed to do. So that's it. I would love to see young Gandalf stories. That would be cool. But that's effectively what Ida is. From what I remember last time, like briefly playing her, she left her home in the Broken Hills to go and stop a battle between elves and men, effectively in Ravencliff. She successfully did that and made a friend along the way, the actual half-elven leader of the humans, who had been kind of playing both sides to just war with each other. She actually convinced them to not be, executed by the people, and kind of bringing them along with her on like a redemption arc, effectively, to sort of stop this person who personified the war between elves and man. Anime teen drama Gandalf, that is what Ida Kiru is 100%. She is very sort of bouncy, happy. She's definitely I feel like everybody should love each other, kind of hippie. Love triangle with Saruman. Oh no, jeez. That'd be getting crazy. But this I do believe she picked up a friend in Ravencliff, in Nina? What's her name? She's in my assets as a companion. Nin Sunu. Yeah, Nin is what we call her. She was the warlord, kind of causing all the problems in Ravencliff, and we made her a friend, and brought her with us. I believe we headed back home, and it was actually really difficult, because we were actually trying to, we had a new quest, a new vision to head to. That's right, my main mission. I'm trying to get to Thornhold, to Greystone Bay, to find a ship out to the Shattered Isles, or what is it? It's the Barrier Islands, because there is a brimming conflict about to happen in the Barrier Islands that I can prevent. There's going to be a mass genocide of elves, and I can stop it from happening if I can get there. So that is kind of a big mission that I'm on right now. But trying to get there last time, I'm pretty sure I ran into Bleakford Bog, and I got stopped by two treants, also Lord of the Rings, effectively, and they said I couldn't go through because it was too dangerous, and I had to go around, and I had to go back home because it got really bad. And then when I got back home, I'm remembering all of it. When I got back home, my family was in the middle of a ritual to protect our home from the sort of evil roots that live around the Broken Hills. The whole reason my magical family lives there is to hold back the darkness. And we went back, helped them complete a ritual, got our staff kind of upgraded effectively to be better than it was before. After doing that, we left to head back towards Greystone Bay, and that's when I get back towards Thornhold, which was our initial journey mission. Basically, we were having a lot of difficulties in our journey. It was not going well from Ravencliff to Thornhold, but hopefully the Broken Hills to Thornhold journey will be better. I think we started to make our way there, ran into some troubles from what I remember, and we kind of left off in a precarious situation. I don't recall, but we're going to read the journals, at least the last couple journals, maybe the last 3, and try to figure out where Ida really is, and then I want to get into what her quest says, her character sheet, and some other stuff. So a little bit of bookkeeping to catch up. So let's figure out what happened to our girl Ida in more detail. Maybe like I kind of want to go like right after. Let me see if I can find like right after I left Broken Hills. Oh, I forgot my staff absorbed itself inside of me. Oh God. Oh no. Oh, I should just read this whole thing because this is effectively what happened after Broken Hills. I have to read it all. Okay. After completing the ritual, my family celebrated with me. I had received my first true boon of Gezira. Oh, Gezira is the name of my staff, right? The first true boon of Gezira. Where would that be? My notes? Gezira the Dawnbringer, my staff. The artifact staff. Okay, perfect. Awesome. Yeah, I got an artifact upgrade, I remember. Source of power for the Kiru family of wizards, passed down to the next of kin female who has reached their prime. Got it. Alright. I had received my first true boon of Gezira, and we had sealed the ward for another year, saving her home. The darkness would be kept at bay. I reminded my family of Nin and Nin and I's journey to the path that we had to take to Thornhold from here, and they took the time to help prepare us for our journey. It's good that we came here. We all would have surely suffered if we had not been waylaid at Bleakford Bog. That's right. We used our terrible failures to getting past Bleakford Bog to make an excuse of we came to Broken Hills. It's a good thing we did, or else my home might have been destroyed by the evil. Sometimes a setback is really just a blessing in disguise. God, I wrote her as such a dork. I love her, though. I will remember that for the struggles ahead. You should. Keep it in your mind, Ida. You're going to need it. Last time I remembered, my staff went inside of me. It's not good. All right. I take the time to bandage up what wounds I had gathered from the travel here. My spirits are lifted. We still have time on our side. Wounds are bound and our packs are filled. The road is ready for us ahead. I hug each of my family members goodbye, and my grandmother gives me a knowing smile as I say, "When I free this land of war, I will return and I will take my place at your side." She holds my cheek and nods. I embrace the rest of my family, giving my mother a kiss on the cheek. Nin and I take back to the road, peeling back the now weakened and defeated brambles of Broken Hill, with the light of my staff to expose the road. We were back on track. Yep, we left. Actually, I should have just read this. I was just trying to see how much I could remember, just to like help myself get back in. God, I missed Ida. This was a fun character to play. Racked with a sudden sickness, something of value was lost or destroyed. Oh, God, yeah, I forgot. I had a Lightbringer. Oh, I used my staff and got a complication. Oh, God, I forgot about this. I rolled terribly on using my staff. Okay, so, yeah, something of value is lost or destroyed. God, this is when it went bad. As we took to the road, breaking from the darkness of the brambles, I paused to gather light for our journey ahead. Something unexpected happened, though. As I braced and held out my staff to summon it, I felt its form begin to break. Was the power I had learned too much? Was I not strong enough to summon it? Suddenly, it shattered into pieces, suspended before me. I gasped, my eyes agape. This can't be possible. What? I took a step back, and then suddenly the shards bolted into me, one after another, piercing my body until not one remained. What is... Oh, I think I had like a quote for my... I would say, what is this? This isn't supposed to happen. So yeah, I think we like see that like scene happening. If we were looking at our session as a recap episode, this is us like reading the journal back and like all these scenes happening. Nin was taken aback, not knowing what to do. I collapsed to the ground, the wounds not being of flesh, but of something magical, spiritual. The pain was still great, then suddenly it faded. As Nin took to my side to care for me, I looked up at her with a sour look upon my face. Are you okay?" she asked. What was her voice? I don't remember. I'm just going to make it more like this. Are you okay?" she asked. No, I feel terrible." The staff had been absorbed inside me. I have no idea if this is... Oh, is this still her talking? Oh yeah, the staff is absorbed inside of me. I have no idea if this is supposed to happen. I can feel its presence, but I can feel my insides boiling inside of me. I think I'm gonna be sick. Nin suggests going back, but I refuse. It must be some kind of test of Gezira, the name of my staff. I just have to endure it. We should push on. Nin, unsure, reluctantly agrees. She's not exactly privy to magic. Most people aren't. God, I hope I'm right. Please, don't kill me, family staff. Please? I forgot. She's kind of silly. Oof. Breaks family heirloom the day you get it. No, for real. It's for real happened. I can't, but like literally I get the thing and it shatters and goes inside of me. It's terrible. I'm afraid to try summoning its power again. At least not until I stop feeling like I'm gonna puke my guts out. Okay, yeah. I remember her character a little bit. She's a bit silly. She's a bit there's a little bit of comedy with Ida. Okay, so we undertook a journey strong. We got a miss burn for a week and then another week. Yeah, I remember it wasn't like going the best. It was that Lightbringer complication that really caused things to go badly. Pressing on, our road ahead was an easy one. We reached a vast marsh that spans most of the land surrounding the border of the ironwood. Much of it is easily navigated, and honestly, even though I'm sick, I can appreciate being out of the dark woods. Perhaps I didn't need my staff just yet? Oh God, my stomach. Mom, Grandma, did you go through this? Oh, I love her. I actually wrote that. It's kind of funny. Things start to get tricky as we break from the marsh. I'm unfamiliar with the land, and I have to rely on my companion for help. Companions. That's right. Don't I have like an eagle or something? Can I look at Ida just really quick? Assets. Do I have multiple companions? I do have a hawk. I love it. I have Nadida and Nin are my companions. My hawk is my family pet, Nadida. Okay, I do have to rely on my companions for help, not just companion. I was confused for a minute. I forgot I had a hawk. We were waylaid more than I would like, but we spotted a camp not far from where we were. Moving toward it, we see that it's a gathering of lawmen amid a dense, rocky pit camp of sorts. Or outlaws or lawmen, I'm not sure. It definitely looks like they were trying to keep it hidden, but the smoke from a brief fire quickly snuffed out attracted us to this place. Some of them might be Ironsworn, and they could even be out here trying to complete some sort of vow. Do I interject or continue on? I ask Nin what she thinks. We rolled the oracle. As I suspected, she's not interested in complicating our journey. I'm inclined to agree. We pass up the hideout and continue down the road. It's probably for the best, as I'm not feeling 100% myself. A rare luxury. We found a road. Though it looks like it's seen better days, its cobbles are scattered and much of its dirt is pressed down grass. It may have been a true road once, but it's still intact enough for us to follow it. I can feel myself tiring from the road. I tell Nin that once we make the border to the ragged coasts, oh yeah, because we're almost there, we'll need to make camp. I need to rest after everything that's happened today. Shit, dude. Dang, Skyrim done it to me again. Oh, you got Skyrim, bro. We are, to quickly recap so I don't have to go back too far, because I think you remember a bit. We're playing Ida this evening, and I'm catching up on everything that happened to her after she left the Broken Hills after saving your family. And so far, I have been reminded that my staff that I had just received shattered into pieces and entered inside of me, and I'm sick. It's causing me to, have, reactions. And our journey's been okay, other than the fact that my staff absorbed inside of me because I rolled a complication when I tried to use the spell. And it didn't go well. I got shafted. That's right. Absolutely shafted. Continuing drift. It wasn't good. And we're just recapping more details of exactly what went down. With our supplies starting to run low, we settled on a camping site. We can hunt in the morning and attempt to ready ourselves for the land for the remainder of the journey. I need to rest, this is for sure. We find a perfect camp, an old ruin made from wayfarers along the road. I remember this. And we found a road. Sunshine Child. Wait, whoa, what? Yeah, last time we rolled a complication on our staff. And I don't know if you were there for that, but it literally, because this was the Session 8 journal. After we saved the Broken Hills and got my family staff and left, my staff shattered, and I rolled a complication, and it was lose something of value, and lost is destroyed. My staff shattered when I tried to use it, and the shards spiked inside of me, and now my staff is a part of me, and it's really weird, and Ida's not feeling good. I think that's what happened last time when you were here. And then we went through a marsh, which wasn't too bad. We found a road. We found a camp full of Ironsworn. Didn't bother them, just passed them up and kept moving, and that's kind of where we are at in the journal right now. We find the perfect camp, an old ruin made for wayfarers along the road that we found. It belonged once to people of old. I can tell that by the architecture, so too can Nin, my companion. We see previous camps made before, and this is definitely a defendable site. It offers much shelter from the wilds of the land. I can see the ragged coast beyond. We've made it over the hump of our of the major part of our journey. There's only a little bit left. We very well may be able to save the elves of the Grey Fields. That's right, because we're trying to get to those islands, man, to stop a mass genocide. That's a big thing for us. Our camp goes well. We're able to get the rest. We're able to get the rest that we need, and I feel a hell of a lot better than I did the other day. I feel like the staff is still with me, obviously, just inside of me. I wonder if I can still use it. Am I the staff now? That's actually kind of, that's actually kind of cool. Kind of worried about the whole losing the family staff thing, though. Grandma's gonna be pissed. Ooh. Anyway, here's a plus. Nin knows the place, this place somewhat, that we're going to. After camping a bit, she started to recognize some of the landscape, and I think that she can help us with the path today. Thank God someone knows what they're doing and where we're going, because I sure don't. Whew. I hunt food with my hawk and Nin's aid as well. We're able to get some food for the road, but it costs us the morning. We take back the road as soon as we can, but before we do, I need to know if Gazira is still with me. Oh, I cast Lightbringer. Oh, well, at least I got a weak hit. Whew, boy. I used my good rest, new knowledge of this new place, and overall feel good of where we are on the halfway point of our journey to muster the power I know must still be within me. The light burns in my eyes, and I can feel it through my fingertips. I go like super fucking like, oh god, special mode. It is still here, but oh god, this feels really weird. I look like I do when I pretend to have more magic than I usually do. Oh, my invocability. Okay, good thing. Yeah, I have an invocability that literally makes it look like lights coming out of my eyes. If only the boys could see me now. Oh yeah, her little brothers. Oh wow, yeah, this is weird, but good weird. Anyway, I'm able to gather the light, and I think I can actually use it. Wow. Well, I guess this is my path with the staff. Cool. I got this. This is so funny. I wrote this. Nin just sort of looked at me like, you got this, and I'm like, oh yeah, feeling powerful, and we took back to the road. That's where we left off, and here's my little reminder for myself. Make sure you get a +1 to your journey from the camp. Okay, keep heading toward Thornhold. That's the plan. You've got this. Thanks, past me. This was like months ago, dude. Try to gather light again down the way. Okay, probably when you reach Thornhold, you want to have 6. I want to keep trying to gather light, huh? Okay, great. Okay, awesome. So we're caught up on the journal and where she is currently. Let me get my quest outline out here so I know what it is I'm exactly doing. I have the gist, but I want to make sure I'm not missing any details. My current mission is to travel to the Barrier Islands. So my summary... Yeah, girl, get high on that mana. She's getting the power. I love it. Sec, we can increase the size of this. Beep, 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 beep. Just messing with my stream. I got my chat on my stream to come up again. I just had to do some finagling because I didn't have one for a while. All right. Cool, yeah, my current missions are stop the raiders of the Ragged Coast from slaughtering Firstborn in the Grey Fields. Oh, yeah. So my current mission is the I need to get there. It's kind of a, I made a smaller mission within my major mission because we've done nothing to stop the raiders thus far, I don't think. So if I close this, yep, so I broke up my quest. Thank you, past me. So good. The objective you seek is located in the Barrier Islands at a dense grove, a place of ice and cold, withered, diverse, and contested, conflict with the Firstborn. I learn of a great deception. I must travel there, to the Grey Field. A great raiding fleet moves to destroy the inhabited islands of the Barrier. Many Firstborn cling to those rocks. Oh yeah, it's Firstborn, not just the elves, that's what they're called. There will be no peace between these men and the natives. I must end them, all things in balance. Oh shit, did I decide that I have to just straight up kill raiders? I think I did. I've put a peaceful end to war here, but I must snuff it out elsewhere. Sometimes that's the only way. I weep for their souls or mine. Fate will decide. Shit, I've just decided I have to straight up destroy some raiders. She's going straight just destruction. My first is I have to travel to the Ragged Coast. Yeah, what was my mission is only dangerous, and I only made 3 points to it, which was travel to the Ragged Coast, which was Thornhold. Oh no, I believe my mission was at one point not difficult, and then it became difficult. Yeah, it went up a tier, because this is sort of blocked out for a troublesome quest. So I might have to add stuff. The second is to find the raiders. Parcel might know. I remember this guy. Parcel is the fishing master of Thornhold. He's like the leader. I remember him. We'll pull up Parcel. We'll pull up Parcel when we get to him. Parcel might know, but his memory needs to be fixed. See quest. See quest? There's a memory for him? What? The clouds of war darken our sunshine, child. I know. It's not good. There's a quest for Parcel? I'm confused. Dramatics Personae. Did we make him? Did we do like a bond quest? Bonds? We didn't even... Oh, no. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Ragged Coast. Ragged Coast... Dramatis Personae, Parcel. He was once a man of the blade, a scythe. One of the first... let me just see. He's an artisan fisherman, a master of Thornhold. His goal is to gain knowledge. Okay, Akidia. His descriptors are he's a retired Ironsworn. He's affectionate and confused. He was once a man of the blade, a scythe. He had a scythe. One of the first to claim Ironsworn. Oh, jeez. He would go up and down fishing villages in the Ragged Coast, saving people from the evils of the Ironwood beyond, and what horrors might leak out from it. Even if they are mostly folk tales. He hung up his weapon long ago after barely surviving a deadly fight. He became a fisherman and built a community out of what is now the Great Thornhold. People gathered to his banner, and now he wields a city. That was many years ago. His mind is beginning to fade, and many wonder how much longer he can be deemed fit to rule. Many have witnessed him lose sight of himself, not understanding much of his surroundings. Something's going on. Going back to his past in flashes. He's a kind-hearted soul who served the people for a long time. It's hard for anyone to see him go, but for now his council of peers help him rule his remaining years. What's the quest? I'm like remembering it, but like not remembering it. Yeah, it's only these quest outlines. Where is there another quest? Yeah, it needs to be fixed. See quest. Where would I have put it? I'm missing a quest. Yeah, I have a ton of bonds. I have the most, like, Ida has so many bonds. I don't remember what the quest is. I guess that means we'll have to figure it out when we get there, because if I go to my summary, I don't think there's a vow at all for that. Yeah. It's just travel to the barrier is my only quest. I don't have any completed ones, right? It just sounds fucking cool, like something's muddling his mind. Is it your vows? It's not. Stop the fight at Ravencliff. I did that. Save Mona. Oh yeah, I saved her. Strengthen Broken Hill Ward. I did that. That was what I just did. Did we lose it? Did I like make a quest and lose it? Because I'm not seeing it in the Barrier Islands. Oh, maybe it's a site. Let's look at Thornhold. Settlement. Wait a minute. Oh, no, this is Barrier Islands. Please be a site. Settlements. Thornhall? Quest! Yes! The town is being plagued by spirits of late. Folk are starting to become forgetful of important things. Yeah! I found it! It was in the settlements. I'm so happy I wrote it down. Sounds like a Theoden situation. Sorry for... Dude. And never apologize for Lord of the Rings references, my man. That is... That means you are a good human being. Like, I love Lord of the Rings references. I will bring them in all the time because they are my #1 favorite movies. I watch them like twice a year. I should read the books really, but I get bored with books. Some say they might... I like audiobooks. I can do that. Some say they might be affecting Parcel, taking his memories from him. He's slowly forgetting himself and the village he helped create. He's even forgetting his past. A vengeful spirit of something or someone Parcel slew long ago is stealing away what makes him him. A villain of his distant past. That's so fucking cool. We'll read Thornhall when we get there, but I was like really worried, like, where's this quest? Where did I write it? Because I have to have it. It's too cool to lose. It's like the coolest thing when you haven't played an Ironsworn in a while, because it's like your past self is DMing your current self. It's really cool. Alright, so I need to find the raiders. Parcel might know, but his memory needs to be fixed. See the quest. I got that. Break them from their path with force if necessary and end the threat. Excellent. Did I make a threat for this? Burgeoning conflict. I need to prevent a war between the Firstborn and the Ironlanders. So I'm effectively, by doing this, I'm adding to this. A lot of Ida's quests have been a part of her major quest, which is cool. The last part should be a delve. Okay, yeah. I decided that I wanted to make it a delve. Their main ship, with their leader aboard as the last boss. I do like that. We need to go in and defeat it. The vow is troublesome, but the delve could be dangerous. Give it a little more threat. I believe we've already upped this quest to dangerous because of things that went on, because we broke it down as a troublesome quest, and I think we've increased our shit. So it's gotten harder, which means that we might not get as many points on the situation and be able to complete it. Okay, cool. So we've got our quest. It's nailed down. We've got our... we're doing a lot of bookkeeping. I think first half is going to definitely be... Our first hour is going to be bookkeeping, but let's just catch up on Ida as a stat thing, as a sheet. I haven't played her in a while. I want to remember where she's at, top to bottom. I want to know what's going on with Ida. 5 health, 5 spirit. That's awesome. 4 supply. We're actually doing really good in this scenario. Like, our stats wise, we're doing good. I remember Ida is a normal, she's on normal mode. She's not on easy or hard, so our stats are pretty decent. They're just okay. She's like boss. We have 3 heart, which makes sense for her because she loves people. She's got the best chance at actually retiring, because you have to make bonds to retire. 2 iron and 2 wits, and 1 edge and 1 shadow. So she's not very edgy, and she's not very shadowy, but she's smart, she's strong, and she's got a whole lot of heart. That makes sense. We have her major thing, which I just read. I'll prevent a war between Firstborn and Ironlanders and to stop a giant conflict. This is my track. I'm 2 on the menace, and I'm not even 1 fucking block on this extreme to help, because all I've actually done to prevent a war is 1 thing. So I believe I had to take a rest, and that's why we got these marks, which wasn't cool. Oh no, I remember we got these marks because Bleakford Bog set us back so hard, like it hurt our chance of getting to the raiders kind of situation. Actually, I'm gonna go back on this a little bit, because I feel like that doesn't fit as much. I'm actually seeing this more as I'm gonna knock those out, because I don't know that the overall conflict has increased yet. I feel like that's really harsh that I've increased that threat. I think we need to have a threat within a threat scenario here, and this is the raiders wipe out. The raiders wipe out the Firstborn on the Barrier Islands. Because really, my setback in Bleakford Bog made that threat ever more up. I feel like that makes a hell of a lot more sense, that it's kind of hindered my quest. And then if this maxes out, then we bump up the main war between. I feel like we have to tier it out, or else the major war between the entire fucking peninsula is literally hinging on me getting backed up by a bog, which sucks. I think like it adds, but not that much. So this makes a lot more sense to me. So we've added a new threat. The raiders wipe out the Firstborn in the Barrier Islands, and that's obviously going to increase this situation. Is a threat within a threat. I like that a lot better. So cool. Continuing to learn more about Ida and what she can do. She has no abilities, which is good. I'm only at 1 momentum, and I have my staff, Gazira the Dawnbringer artifact staff, which I still believe I have to wait. No, I did get it. I did get it upgraded. So I do have an artifact staff. I don't know if they added artifacts to the sheet yet. A source of power for the Kira family. Yeah, I already read that. Alright, cool. Yeah, I don't know if there's a way for me to... It's really weird. It says right here that I can turn on rarities. But not... Well, I don't know if it's a rarity. I think it's just an artifact. Yeah, it's not a rarity. It's just an artifact staff. What is an artifact? 1 second. It's been a while. It's been a while. Is that in Delve? Artifact? Artifacts. Yeah, these are actually a thing. 167. Okay. Let's do this, and then yeah, I want to go to page 167. Which how do I get to another page here? Can I type into here? It won't let me type. That feels wrong. I wonder if I'm in like a weird thing here. All right, let's see if we can get into F artifact. I just can't remember. I want to know like what artifacts can do. So what chapter is this? Chapter 7, Objects of Power. Got it. Artifacts. Yeah, 163. Okay, yeah, we're closer now. 65. Okay, the role of artifacts. Depending on the nature of an artifact in your story, it might function as the basis of a quest, as the means of overcoming an obstacle or the opportunity to reach a milestone in a greater vow. They operate as needed to support your narrative and may reveal new aspects or complications as you undertake your quest and discover more about them. Yeah, that's happening right now because my staff is inside of me. Acquiring or overcoming an artifact should be difficult. They may be located in perilous sites or require significant investigation to uncover. We kind of cheated with that. We gave ourselves an artifact staff. They are typically an object but also represent a specific place, like an enchanted pool of water, and an immovable thing such as a mystical tree or a complex and dangerous ritual. Even a person or creature with unusual gifts can function as an artifact in your story. Don't worry, I am one. I literally am one now. And it's talking about building your story around artifacts. Oh, look. Okay. For Skilla, look at this. I'm highlighting the words Lord of the Rings. They're literally in the book. Okay, we know that Sean Tompkin is the man because these complexities justify its focus as a central plot device in the Lord of the Rings. Yeah, he's talking straight up about the One Ring. Just kill the bug. And there's a ring. All right, cool. So it's literally, it's a MacGuffin, effectively. Artifacts are ephemeral. They are important until they aren't. Interesting. If an artifact becomes a permanent part of your character and is not represented as an asset or rarity, it shouldn't provide an ongoing mechanical benefit. Yep, it might provide texture to your character. Oh, don't worry, it does. Along with limited, like physically texturing my flesh. Oh god. Narrative benefits and costs. Make it part of your story. Yep, show how it changed you and vice versa. Dealing with how others view the artifact and the forces seek to reclaim it can also create interesting new story threads. I think we're using it correctly. I'm gonna say that right now. Holy smokes. Okay, cool. So we know we have an artifact staff and it's a part of our story. It's pretty cool. Okay, awesome. As far as assets go, I know she has the Lightbringer asset. I know I want to get this sucker up because I can crush people with it, which is awesome. I have Invoke, which is right now just basically I consume mystical essence to sort of help me on quests. It's almost like illusion magic. And I have two companions. I have my Hawk, which can help me undertake a journey and resupply, which is super good. And I have Nin, who is basically my shieldkin. And in battles, she helps. And if I get any of these other upgrades, she'll do better. So yeah, if Clash in a battle, Clash or battle, she can, or when I face danger, she can give me +1, which is cool. Awesome. So those are my assets. Those are those. I don't believe, and yeah, my progress. Oh, we're halfway. We literally are halfway to the journey to Thornhold, and it's a formidable. Oh god, of course it had to be formidable. That's because we're going from one zone to another zone. I forgot. Okay, great. Okay, I feel like we're caught up. It only took 40 minutes of bookkeeping to kind of figure out where we were. So if I go by my session 8 end here where it says make sure you get a +1 for your journey from the camp, I know that's what I'm going to be doing. Keep heading towards Thornhold and try to gather light again down the way. Probably when you reach Thornhold you'll want 6. Okay, so yeah, I've sort of gathered the power just before we left, and I think we're about to take off. So I think our first scene enters in. We did the whole sort of recap scene, like figuring out who Ida is again, reminding ourselves of her previous story, and we sort of step back in, and we can see those ruins in the distance that we leave behind us. I don't think we gave them a name or any other like major detail, but they were just ruins of the old ones. ones. And if you remember from our Truths of the World, I believe, yes, it is that the legacies, yep, there were people who came before, their ruins remain. The iron is what took them, what we believe took them. So that's one of the truths of our story. So we see, sort of, we're leaving Weathertop, if to quote the Lord of the Rings, which I will always do. We see Weathertop in the distance as our adventurers, Ida and Nin take off. Nin following Ida at her side, if we recall, in a path of redemption for what she did in Ravencliff and how many lives were lost at her hand. My stalwart warlord companion, ex-warlord companion, is at my side, and we kind of just get that far shot as we see just sort of the landscape, sort of vast. And if we remember where we are, because I don't think we're quite in the Ragged Coast yet, but we're kind of getting there. So let's sort of I don't think we should illustrate the Ragged Coast. We're in between the Deep Wilds and the Ragged Coast, but I feel like the Deep Wilds are a good place to like start with where we're moving. Unbroken woodland, a thick canopy casts. Well, this is mostly the forest. I feel like we've kind of made the Ironwood. I think we're still in the wilds for sure. I think all these features still happen. The Ironwood itself is just a major, like huge part. I think it's where like the dark wood is at. The other parts of the Deep Wild I think are very not as thick of wood. We have unbroken wood, canopy that casts forest in the shadow, lingering fog, constant rains, elves ever watchful, ancient trees hanging with the moss, and streams winding their way through terrain, skittering and growls from the mist. So I think that's what we're leaving behind us, because we're kind of on that border between the two, and we're heading towards so I feel like it's worth highlighting both of these areas. We're heading towards the Ragged Coast, with narrow fjords, settlements built on rocky shores, trade ships flying colorful sails, shipbuilders hammering on wooden hulls, raiders sounding the drums of war, schools of orca gliding through the waves, and monstrous serpents rising from the unfathomable depths. And if we can imagine what it's like between the Deep Wilds and the Ragged Coast, I'm thinking like still plenty of patches of like forest. I'm thinking very much that sort of last stretch of land that Frodo and Sam had to travel on, the sort of rocky cliffy kind of areas. I believe Gimli describes this as miles of sharpened stone or something like that. I believe he said so. Oh no, let's not hope a bandit attack out of nowhere happens. No bandit attack out of nowhere. Let's not even talk about that. So I think we're just breaking away from that, and I think we got a lot of rock, we got a lot of stone, definitely a lot of foliage around, and like a lot of things that sort of clung to the Deep Wilds that are still, we're seeing that transition into the sort of rocky, more open coastal area, very close to like Ireland kind of thing. So open. We can see not as much thick wood. And yeah, we see our characters moving, and I think we're going to make our first roll of the session as we break from our camp and out into the wild, making our way ever further towards Thornhold. So there's a few things I can do here. To help me. First and foremost, Farseeing. When I undertake a journey, which is what I'm doing, or when I resupply, I get a +1. I also get a +1 because of the rest I just took. So I'm technically getting a +2. That's basically the Ragged Coast. My character got lost in a maze of rocks cut up the first time around. Yeah, I'm literally thinking like just crags, man, like just tons of crags is absolutely my thought behind it. Would make a ton of sense. And like being on that kind of area where we're not quite there yet, I think there's on top of that like patches of foliage and forest that we have to like make our way through. On the like on top of the crags, there's a lot of like brush, to like make your way through. It's fucked. So let's make our first move in the session, and let's undertake a journey. We're using our wits, and we're adding a modifier of +2, +1 from the rest boon, and +1 from our hawk, whose name I always forget is Nadina, because it's so close to Nin. It's two N's. I'm getting thrown off. So let's see how we do. What? No! 8 and 9. I got a 1? Fuck, dude. I rolled a failure just right out the fucking gate. Awesome. On a miss, I'm waylaid by a perilous event. Pig, what are you doing? You jinxed us. You jinxed us. Shit, dude. Okay, pay the price, I guess. So, we don't get to advance. There's nothing I can do to make this roll go away. Looks like bandits after all. No! I don't want bandits. We'll pay a price and see if that happens. Where is my pay the price? Right at the top. Well, shit. Okay, make the most obvious negative outcome happen. Listen, I know y'all think bandits, but I feel like that's not the most obvious thing. I feel like I should still roll and see. Envision 2 negative outcomes and rate 1 is likely, and ask the oracle using yes or no table on a yes, make the outcome happen. Otherwise, make it the other. Roll on a table below, and if I have difficulty interpreting the result of the situation, roll again. I like rolling, so I get to choose any of these. I like rolling storm. Ooh, a storm could be cool. A storm could be cool. We'll keep storm in mind if the roll oracle doesn't feel right. We'll keep bandits in mind too. Like if the roll oracle doesn't work, we'll do here's what happens. If the roll oracle makes no sense, we'll do between storm and bandits, and I'll do the yes or no table. I like that. All right, here we go. Roll oracle. It wastes resources. So let me go back to what this is. I am waylaid by a perilous event. And what I rolled is that it wastes resources. Now I could go with that, or I could do the likely. I'm heavily biased. Love storms, especially on the coast. Yeah, they are pretty cool. A storm could be what wastes resources. I kind of like that. Like, waste resources by itself sounds boring. Like, ooh, there was a rip in your pack, and some crumbs fell out. Sucks to be you, dummy. I don't like that. That's not perilous. Storm is perilous. I like that for Skillet, and it can sacrifice our resources in the process. So this is interesting. I'm interested in this. I kind of want to jump over to the oracles and see if we can. I believe Delve has. I want to understand this storm a little better. I kind of want to give the storm some features, you know, like a focus and an aspect to it. I feel like that will work for Delve. I kind of want to give the storm some character because I'm interested in this. So I wonder if there's something else that would work better. I feel like the feature trait will be best because we're kind of describing a thing. Like, yeah, there's like makeshift, like here we have deep, foul, moving. Like a lot of these feel like they work. Like, yeah, it's focus, attack, it could be vicious, shelter, grave, like, yeah, some of them don't work, but some of them do. I'm wondering if maybe, action theme work better? Scheme, assault, theme is price, duty, yeah, I'm gonna try the Delve ones, but let me see if anything else feels like it could. Monstrosity characteristics, I'm not giving it characteristics. The trap is cool. A threat. Oh yeah, these are actual like threats for things that can happen. Okay, cool. Burgeoning conflict. Allowing warmongering. Oh yeah, this is the role for that. Okay, cool. Let's not a combat event, which I should remember to use these. I always forget. Let's do it. Let's see if we can give this storm some flavor. Marked history. I kind of like where this is going. This is kind of cool. Marked history. I think that the land we are passing through is one that is thoroughly avoided by travelers who know the land. I think we need to make a point. I think we need to put a part on this, because I'm thinking there is a marked portion of land that suffers from storms along the Ragged Coast more often than others. It's like Tornado Valley is what I'm thinking here, and there's a history behind storms being absolutely terrible in this area. So I kind of want to detail a location really quick. I want to go into the oracles and kind of make this a thing. I like this, and we're traveling through it. Okay, cool. This is actually really interesting. We don't have to do the region. Let's do, well, yeah, what's like a major detail? A waste. It's like a wasteland. Of course it would be, because it's a storm. It comes through all the time. We're literally going through like a Tornado Valley situation. Coastal waters location. We're not quite on the coast yet, so I think we'll keep that there, because we're not on there. Let's give some descriptors of this land. So it's a wasteland for sure. Peaceful, double peaceful. I think that's what I like. That it is deceivingly peaceful. I love it. Can we give it a name? I don't want it to have like a settlement name. Doesn't feel as good. Just give me a quick name. Now, what does this do? A historical event. What happened here? What? Oh, God, it fits for the focus. What place or practice commemorates this event? God, this has a name, but we don't know it. I want to call it like something to do with storm, like Thunder Valley or something. I don't know, like what it could be. Yeah, like I'm feeling like a definite storm situation here. Let me I don't even, so it's a wasteland. Let me see if I can find an icon that feels like it would fit for wasteland. Oh, iron icon. Eye of X. Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. This is a portal. It's really close though. I'm looking. You can see my symbols up here. I'm like going through, seeing like what would be good for a wasteland effectively. Is any of them say wasteland? Swamps, dungeon, cave. It'd be perfect if one was. Just biohazard, vortex, active volcano, jungle, campsite, oasis. The worst thing is that it's peaceful until it's not. It's so terrifying. There's a tundra, canyonlands. I just want a good symbol that will feel like it fits. Grasslands, battlefield, radiation. No. Anomaly. I love it. Anomaly for sure. And it's a part of the land, so let's give it that tint. Let's make it kind of right there, where it's kind of a part of the land, and it's like right here. The Eye of X. I like it. I'm going to alter it just a little bit. I want to name X something else. I like it. The Eye of... I'm going to say it's still X, but I wonder if I want to, like, spell it like the Eye of X. Like, it sounds like a mystical name or something. The Eye of X. It's just it's just legit like a wasteland that we're passing through. It's on the fringe border of between these two places. The Eye of X. Let's put some detail into it. We actually have to do that. I believe, since it exists on both. Yeah, X is just placeholder talk. Oh, it actually turned out really cool, because now I want to call it the Eye of X, like EXX. That actually works really cool. And like, who's X? We don't know. Maybe we'll find out. I do that with a bunch of my own stuff. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, to like hold until later. I like that. Yeah, no, that's cool. It turns out that I actually really like the name though. Is it Deep Wilds or is it the Ragged Coast? I'm gonna make it a Ragged Coast. So let's kind of like let's arc it over a little bit here. A step away from cookies and unwitting call-out bandits. Okay. Yeah. Just a step away. I think it's kind of interesting to throw an element in there. I like the suggestion of nature rather than anything. So, God, the storm could be a challenge. Absolutely. I think that would be really interesting. Yeah, I kind of like that. All right, so it's going to waste. So it wastes resources is the thing that the price that we pay effectively. I don't know if we need to make it a challenge thing. I feel like that's that's hurting us too much. I don't know if it could. We'll see. Let's get it down. So settlements. Let's do our, yeah, I need to get this written down or else I'm doomed here. So the eye, because I'll kick myself. The Eye of X. Description. We did some descriptors here. Description is going to be, it is a marked territory. Marked. So marked. History waste. Peaceful X2 in parentheses until it isn't. Jesus. Yeah, how did we do these before? Oh yeah, okay. I had the situation like settled. Okay, we'll just do that for now, and then we'll go into not this. Oh, whoops. That's all the gold from before. I actually had that still saved. All right. So, oh yeah, we didn't. Oh geez, I put it in the wrong zone. Okay. So, this spot of peaceful land is deceiving. Storms affect it frequently, but when they don't, it would seem almost like a place one would go to meditate. Maybe even live if the land around you wasn't entirely barren. There isn't so much as a bird call. Locals warn against travel through it. Knowing travelers avoid it. Okay, cool. And then we'll just cut whatever this is here. All right, Eye of X. It's in. Perfect. All right, so yeah, shit. Okay, so we see our party making their way through it. Nim, Ida, and our hawk Nada, I believe. I always I always get this kind of wrong. It is Nadida. It's really hard to remember that hawk name, man. Definitely tough. I'm gonna actually just like put it in my. Wait, I don't want to put it in my name because I show up here for other stuff. I just have to try to remember Nadida. All right. Yeah, we see us traveling through, and I think we see Ida. Oh God, my name's Ida, and my pet's name's Naida. Oh, I did terrible with these names. Okay, great. I can remember it now. It's Nadida, and I'm already got it wrong. What is the name? It is Nadida, and I'm Ida, and my companion's name's Nin. Wow, perfect. We see walking through, and I think as we make our way, Ida is just sort of looking around, and Nin seems nervous in the scenario. And I almost kind of want a yeah. We'll turn this music down just a little bit. So is the product of Ed's brain late at night. I know, I made too many names, the same damn thing. And just looking around and says, you know, if I wasn't so, focused on what we're doing ahead of us, does this place seem a little quieter than it should? And Nin's just, we should not linger. We have to keep moving as soon as possible. And then, like, I think it's like a dust storm. Do we think it's a dust storm? I feel like that totally makes sense for here because it's like this barren place. So immediately we see it just like kick up on the horizon, and I think it's like the wind's whistling around, and it's that part where you like see the wind moving in some of the dust, and you're like, Okay, and then it picks up. Like, if you've ever seen any video of a tornado starting, like what that looks like, and we see it pick up, and Nin's like trying to force me forward, like, come on, to move. It says, what's wrong? What is that? Whoa, what the hell is that? And it's just like looking over in the corner at this, or over on the sort of horizon as it picks up and just. It starts turning and it just gains in its size and it becomes huge. And I think Nin immediately stops and just says, shelter, right now, we need to find shelter. And it's just like, is there a bush nearby? Is there something? Do we make this a challenge? Like, we know that what we're suffering from is we're losing resources in this scenario. I think instead of making it a big thing, because this is just sort of a setback in our journey, I think it just happens. We lunge and try to find some kind of shelter, and I think I just need to like ask the Oracle, like, what is the pain that I feel? Like, how much of my supplies do we lose? And let's actually roll for difficulty for how many supply hits we take in what happens here, because I don't think the storm's going to kill us per se. As we rolled, it wastes resources. There is a pay the price for it can kill us, but I think like in this scenario, like, how much of our stuff gets like wiped away? Like, how much do we lose in the process? Like, we have bags and stuff with us. There's a tornado. Quick, hide under a bush. Yeah, there's nothing. Like, what do we get probably separated from each other? Like, what do we lose in the process? So let's we're gonna lose some form of resources. Let's ask the Oracle what level of difficulty this is effectively, because I believe there is a Oracle just for challenge rating. Run, slanted away. Yeah, we see us like split. Like, there's no way. Like, well, let's roll and see how bad it goes. How many resources do we lose? This could be really bad, because we're giving it this. Okay, challenge rank. Here we go. What challenge rank is this scenario? Because I feel like we could just go with dangerous and lose 2, which would hurt, but I want to see that there's a 50-50 chance that it's that. I want to see if it's worse for us, because this is kind of random. Let's see what a challenge rank is. Oh! Oh no! We lose everything. My money is unformidable. No, we got extreme, bro. Oh, we lost. We had 4 supply. We lose everything. I think it's just a scenario. We see us run from like our perspective, and then it's like split up, and it's just like moves us to the side, and I'm just running my hawk like inside of my robe, and immediately like we just get hit, and we see us both get sort of picked up off the ground, and like sand fills the screen, and as it does, well, tornado robbed you all effectively. But I think I'm gonna be able to make this work thematically. So it just hits, and we see as the sand fills the screen, it finally fades out, and we are waste resources, and we are just like like out of the sand and like covered, like we can see us just completely, like if you see Mad Max and anybody gets in the sand, it's just like covered in sand. I raise my cookie to that. Indeed. And we kind of pop out and just like yelling for her, and I think we see after a while, like sort of like pull her out of a sand pile, still alive, and I say, you're still all right. This is badly. Where's our stuff? And it's just like we see strewn across the wasteland, our pack of crap is just everywhere. And I think we need to make a roll to see if we can gather up what we have, as our shit just got hurled across the eye of X. Fuck, dude. Yeah, like literally like picking up the dust of a wasteland scenario. Now we know why Anakin hates sand. Exactly. Anakin hates sand for a reason, a good reason. So let's do a move to attempt to resupply and see if we can gather anything. If this fails, we just have to go. Oh no! Zero supply is not a cool thing. When you hit zero supply, isn't like something bad happen? Unprepared. No! Wait! I might not be able to. Make sure you mark that thing for it. Oh, yeah, I do have a failure. I do have to mark. I did miss. But I think I'm unprepared. I don't actually think I can gather resources. Fuck, dude. This is not good. Unprepared. Oh, God, I added so many D's to that. No. Enter. Next. I need to find actually unprepared. You mark when you're at 0 supply or out of supply. You and your allies share the same value and will mark unprepared together. Yeah, but what does it do? If you're unprepared, you cannot increase supply. Oh, God. So we lost all of it. Only if I lose more? Are you sure? It gave me unprepared automatically for being at 0. We went to 0. Oh, wait, don't I have to make a move? I think I just get it. Combat moves, suffer moves. Face out of supply. When my supply is exhausted, reduced to 0, mark unprepared. It was. If I suffer additional supply while unprepared, I must exchange each additional negative supply for health, spirit, or momentum, as appropriate for the circumstances. So I actually can't gain... Yeah, according to this, if you're unprepared, you cannot increase supply. I can't get anything back until I unmark the unprepared condition, which I forget how you get rid of that. I'm guessing it has to be like a sojourn. Equip. Yep, I have to get a sojourn. We have to get to Thornhold. Oh God, this happens to me all the time in this game. Oh no. Okay, cool. So we've literally lost all of our supply, which sucks. Oh right, yeah. I fucked Priscilla. This is not good. Does not benefit me in any way. I am very in a bad position. Okay, that went terribly. I could have given myself just 2, but honestly, I felt like with the wildness of a storm, we have to let fate decide how bad it is. So yeah, we look out, and Ina's just like, she's got like a pan or like a pot or a bag, and it's just ripped. Or you can see an opportunity and find a settlement or something. Yeah, we might be able to get that in the future because we're heading towards Thornhold. Getting to Thornhold would be perfect. I think we see Ida approach the bag to Nin. Everything's gone. I guess we're out of stuff. Nin just says, we have to move. We cannot rest. We must get to Thornhold or the wilds will eat us alive. Alright, let's go. Let's just go. And we're just gonna push forward and get the fuck out of here. I've literally made 1 move, so I can't even journal. So let's just keep going. So the Eye of X has like totally boned us here. Let's make the Eye of X a little bit smaller, so I feel like it's just kind of a spot here. All right, super cool. Yeah, let's just go, I guess, and figure out what we're doing here. What is this? Oh, this is Thornhold here. Oh, okay, yeah, okay, cool. For whatever reason, it's an interesting symbol. Oh, that's because it's like it's a dock. That's why. So Eye of X is there. 1 move ruined Ed's whole career tonight. Literally, the only move I've made, and I've been destroyed. This journey is so hard, dude. Ugh. I mean, we could just try to rush it. We're halfway there. No one's ever won anything with 5. There's no way. We have to keep pushing. Alright. We can't take a resupply. Because we can't. We need to just undertake a journey, man. You were pushed for leaving Ida alone for so long. I know she got mad at me. She's upset. She's getting mad at me in the sky. Alright. Let's make another undertake a journey roll because we completely missed and we're waylaid by a perilous event, so we didn't even get to do anything. So let's just do wits, and we still have our eagles, so we're just going to take a +1 and hope that we're okay. Okay. Oh, well, it's not great because on a weak hit we reach a waypoint but mark progress. We suffer 1 supply. But in this scenario, when we are, So, where it says if you're unprepared, you can't. So, yep. I believe, yeah, you and your allies share the same. So, unprepared, it cannot increase supply. And then where did it say? Didn't it say something about like I take damage regularly? Where was that? Previous? No, where was that? It said like, yeah, like unprepared means I get hurt. You and your allies are the same supply, you mark unprepared together. As with abilities, conditions, yep, got it. If you are unprepared, you cannot increase supply. If a move gives you an opportunity to raise your health, spirit, or supply while associated condition, what happened to it? There was for real a thing that said, if I'm unprepared. Oh. I remember what it was. It's a move. I was completely thrown off. It's a suffer move. Out of supply. Yeah. This is where it happens. So, when your supply is exhausted, 0 mark unprepared. If you suffer additional negative supply while unprepared, you must exchange it for any additional supply for health, spirit, or momentum as appropriate to the circumstances. I think we lose spirit. I think it makes sense to me to frame the fiction around the move. We're sort of pushing forward, and I think it's like we're suffering sort of our sort of like imagining like a mental. Actually, I wonder if it's physical. Having to push ourselves further forward. That makes more sense to me. Like exhausted, like getting physically exhausted for having to push ourselves forward and not having the supply to keep moving. I'm imagining that it hurts that. I could ask the Oracle, but I think I'm going to go with that because we're immediately in sort of a rush situation. But because I got a miss on an Undertake a Journey, I also get to mark progress. So we're going to tick up to here. A nice twisted ankle. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, we see. Can you pause for just a minute? Oh God. And she's got to limp her way part of the way until it kind of heals over, and we keep moving. Fuck. Okay, so we're only at 6. God, we gotta reach Thornhold tonight, man. We have to reach Thornhold. This can't completely fuck me. All right, so I don't even know. We're not resting. We're just pushing. We're just pushing forward. Like there's no situation. Let's do like a quick like what we're passing by just to add some spice, some flavor to the scenario. A river ford. Yeah. I think at this point we have passed out of the. I think at this point in the journey, since we're more than halfway, I think because we were heading. Yeah, we're heading this way, and then the eye of X is over here. I don't know why I put that down so far. The eye of X is totally like here, because I believe the path we were taking was this effectively, and then down to Thornhold. So because we didn't want to go straight through. So yeah, here and down further forward. So yeah, I believe that we're at this point. We're trying to make this sort of run here all the way down, and we pass a river fjord, and that makes sense because we're getting closer to the water, and I think it's at least a good sign of being closer. So even though we got twisted ankle Ida Nin like helping her along, and the process isn't going quite the speed that we want, and I'm a little hurt, a little haggard on the way. We see some water and know that we are getting closer. Probably some birds in the sky as well. Sea related birds, knowing that Thornhold has to be on the cusp of our journey, and we just continue pushing. So let's do it, man. Let's get these rolls going, and then after we do this roll, we should be able to do a journal. So let's I just want to do something really quick to that river fjord. Occupied. Interesting. An occupied river fjord. How occupied? I don't know how to decide that. Occupied river fjord. We see a ship going across the fjord. I like that. We see a ship going through. Is it raiders? Never should have come here. I'm gonna ask the Oracle if it's raiders. We see a ship in the river fjord. I feel like it is. it has just as much a chance as being a raider as literally like a ship from either Thornhold or a fishing ship or something kind of the case. Is it a raiding ship? Yes. Fuck. Okay, so we see a flag being flown that is definitely has the sort of the right colors. I think I'm imagining like a lot of red in the flag that we see on there. A lot of I think black and white and reds, and we can see that kind of in there, very much like pirate flag scenario. And we see them moving across the land. And I think we have to like hide because we're not in a position, and we watch as this ship goes. And I think Edith says, "They're raiders. Yeah, no doubting that flag. That is a war flag." And Nin kind of nods and says, "We should stay out of sight. We don't want to attract any of their attention. I'm sure that they would stop on shore to, well, hurt anyone, probably who they're looking for." And we just watch as the ship moves by. Welp, you can sunlight nuke it? No! No. Not in the scenario we're in right now. Zero supply. I don't know that we want to immediately attack this boat. I'm imagining that we want to stay and wait. I think it's just like evidence of it. I mean, I know she came here to immediately deal with the raiders, but she's trying to deal with the raiders at a core. I don't know. But would Ida just go after this? Do we get completely sideblinded in believing that this is what she has to do? They're out on the river. She has no boat or no way to get to them. She's just gonna call them over and be like, "Hey, raiders, I'm gonna kick your ass." She's gung-ho, but I don't think she's an idiot. I don't know that just trying to attract a boat of raiders. Can we raid the raiders? We don't have a boat, man. We don't have a ship or anything to get over there. I think we need to get to Thornhold to even get that process. I think it's thematic that we see it. Ida wants to act, and Nin holds her back and reminds her of all this stuff. She's like, "Those are raiders. This is what we're here for. We gotta go. I'm gonna go." And she immediately gets a shoulder and says, "Ida, what are you thinking? Don't be stupid. We don't have a boat. We don't have anything. That thing is armed. There are men and women on board willing to slay us. They could easily kill us. We're completely outmatched." Says, but they're right there. Says, "Ida, there are better opportunities. Live to fight another day rather than die here in foolishness. Think, girl." Says, "Oh, I guess, but it feels like such a good opportunity." It's a terrible opportunity. We have no advantage. Says, "Fine, let's go." And we just keep going. I think that makes sense, because it's like, it's too stupid to like just go out, like literally passing a river ford, you see a boat, like just to, like, you've got nothing to like take them on. They probably got like upwards of 20 soldiers on there ready to just get rid of you. I don't know if you want to attract, and they're just gonna shoot arrows at you from the thing and just destroy you. I can shoot a beam at them, but I don't know how much that's gonna do. They got a freaking boat. All right, so let's continue moving on. I think that makes sense. And let's do our next undertake a journey. I like it. Moves. Let's go. Undertake a journey. Roll. We have the hawk. Keeping to the skies. Oh god, another weak hit. Spirit or health? I feel like we're pushing on. What we're really hurting is ourselves. I think that's what's happening. I think we're just like it is a the more we push, the more our physical health isn't doing good. There's that exhaustion. We're pushing our bodies to the limits. I got cut by some rocks, yeah. And the speed, yeah, I'll totally put it in there, Pig, for you, because I remember you saying you were getting cut up by rocks in the was that you? I believe it was you, saying that you're getting cut up in rocks anytime you go there, or is that somebody else? It doesn't matter. For skill are you? Ragged coasts, yeah, absolutely. We get cut up on some rocks, moving quickly. Our hands definitely ragged, like our knees, our legs, everything that's exposed to having to take the impact of the earth is getting more and more hurt as we push ever forward. And mark another thing. We were at 6, now we're at 7. Let's quick just do like a location that we're zooming by. I like that. I like sort of like the past ones. I'll detail more into ones that we pause at for long periods of time. But the river was just interesting to me. So let's see like what's a location we quickly zoom by. A cave. Yeah, we see like a mouth of a cave nearby. We're getting closer to that sort of coastal situation, and I think we can sort of hear the splashing of water from not so far a distance away. And like even if it's like along this fjord river, I think we could see that sort of like long sort of cave entrance that goes in, and we can tell that the land we're under probably has plenty of cave complexes underneath. It's just sort of a nature of the land. I like that idea where like they're the cliffs themselves almost like the land is like broken up and like literally water is almost underneath it. That's really cool. That's kind of very fantastical. I think that's cool. All right, so we pass that by and we just keep pushing forward because boy oh boy do I want to make this fucking roll happen. Let's do it. So we are going to undertake a journey again. Yep, let's keep going. Keep going. 1. Ooh, this is what we wanted. You reach a waypoint. If the waypoint is unknown to you, envision it and then choose one. I can mark progress and take 1 momentum, but suffer supply. No, thank you. I'm already suffering enough. I think I'm just going to mark my progress, and then I think I'm going to try to complete the journey, honestly, with 8. I've completed it for less. I want to go for it. I feel like 8 is good. We're rushing. I think it's good to just go into it and hope for the best. It's what I would want to do. So let us reach our destination. I believe on my progress I can make that roll. So let's just conclude the journey to Thornhold. We are pushing past. We push past this cave area, and maybe our next spot is Thornhold. A weak hit. Okay, that's good. That's still good. On a weak hit, you arrive but face unforeseen hazard or complication. Ooh. Envision what you find and ask the oracle if unsure. An unforeseen hazard or complication. Let's ask the oracle. What is complicating our arrival at Thornhold, since we have reached Thornhold? What is the... So Oracle's Ironsworn major plot twist? I wonder if that would make sense. Something we didn't expect, right? I think so. A trap is sprung? No! It's everything you ever wanted, pig. It's everything you ever wanted. The bandits. Oh, man. Okay, so... Imagine a beached whale blocks the way. No, I think a trap is sprung, and I'm feeling the bandits on the road. We talked about it before. I wanted to avoid it. This feels like a bandit thing that I can't avoid. So we're making our way into Thornhold, towards Thornhold, and we see it in the distance. And I think there's a look of just, we did it. Come on. And we move ambushed by whales. Skilla. No. I don't want to be ambushed by whales. That doesn't sound good to me. That sounds terrifying and terrible. We'd have to be in the water for that to happen anyway. We're about to make it into Thornhold. It's literally just moments away, and we... Fucking we make our way, and I think I'm imagining like Thornhold is very much the fjord like city. It's kind of built right into that bay. It's down, so we're like moving down the hills. Where whales? You guys are ridiculous. Get out of here. We see it. We're sort of making our way down. And like it's like when you're kind of moving downhill, and it's that ease of like, oh, like this is so great. But as we're making it down, like out of the brush, we see I think we just literally just like crossbow bolts go flying past us. If you get bit, then don't need a boat anymore. Yay! The beached whale raiders currently hold a stronghold and chokehold in the bay. Oh my God, the beached whale raiders! No. Are we really naming these guys the beach whale raiders? Oh no. This is terrible. Locale. Greystone Bay. Yeah. Let's add him to the dramatis personae, shall we? Oh no. Alright. It's a thing. Beached whale raiders. Oh no. Okay, great. Awesome. Let's do some details for the beached whale raiders, shall we? Let's get some details of these individuals. So, descriptor. Yeah, let's do some descriptors. Okay, wait, I don't know if that works. Disabled? I don't know if they would be. Smug. Deceitful. You know, that makes sense. That makes sense. The beach whaled raiders. Actually, that works. I like that. Because I think, like, beach whaled raiders are people who are, like, it's like an unfortunate, like, effect of this gritty world that if, like, you lose a leg or you lose an arm or anything terrible, like, happens to you and you're not, like, completely fucked, like there might be societies that, like, don't take care of you. And we're in a very, like, terrible, I mean, it kind of is terrible. We're in a very medieval Viking society thing. Like, these people would be outcasts, unfortunately, and, like, not everybody, but some of them would choose, and not every settlement either. But I think over here, where it's like what is it? Like to survive, there's a lot of having to go out on the ocean and stuff, and like they're not as able to, and I think via disabled, it's got to be any kind of, like, they lost a like an arm or a limb or some kind of scenario where they are unable to do work by like normal means, and they turn to the banditry life, which I guess if you have crossbows doesn't really, I mean, you can still kill somebody and make your way over there. So we got like peg legs and like other maybe like maybe like iron. I really like that, like iron prosthetics that they've used, like metal prosthetics that some of them have. Some of them probably have wood prosthetics because iron's like expensive, and like they've sort of put themselves back together to give like a big fuck you to the society that abandoned them. I really like this. Not a real pirate unless you got a hook and peg leg, after all. Yeah, they totally do. I think that's cool. So they're smug and discreet. Smug because it's like, I love that. Like, they are like fuck the rest of society. Like, we're better because of like our like disabilities that we have and things, and we've made ourselves better, and we're gonna take back what society took from us. Like, I kind of like these guys, and they're smug about it and deceitful in that, like, if you aren't one of them, there's no trust. Like, to become a beach whale raider, even like people who become it, like, if you don't have a missing arm or leg or hand or foot, you can't be a beach whale raider. So like, they're very like deceitful to anybody outside of them. That makes sense. That would suck for Iron. They got to get tetanus. I mean, listen, life's not great here in the Ironlands. Let's just say that. So, disabled. Oh, geez, that's weird. Having like keyboard issues. Smug and deceitful. Okay, cool. Yeah, my keyboard's getting weird on me. I think I just don't type much with this keyboard. So this will be iron and wood prosthetics. Outcast from local villages due to disability. They create what is it? They take oh god, why is prosthetic? It's just prosthetic. Okay. They take revenge on society, or on civilization, for taking so much from them. Can't become one unless you're missing a limb, hand or foot. And mistrusting of anyone who hasn't suffered like they have. Okay. And yeah. For the crew symbol, a badly drawn cartoon whale with 2 X's for eyes. Oh, man. Dead whale symbol. I love it. I love it. Beach whale raiders. Oh, they're so cool. They're actually, like, awesome. Like, I'm immediately imagining, like, drawing a few of them. The beach whale raiders are fucking sick. You nerds. You've done this. You've done this. Alright, so I don't know how many there are. This is a dangerous journey, so I'm going to put them at a dangerous level. I think it's probably like 3 of them. And yeah, I think they use ranged weapons for the most part because the prosthetics can't be like super easy, especially if they're on foot. So I think like ranged weapons is their like preferred choice. Like get them at far away. I like this. Okay, so we are under attack, and I think we're immediately going to enter the fray. Before we do, let's write a journal, and then we're going to enter a fray, and that should probably take up the rest of our session. So we'll see how it goes. Let's write our journal because I do not want to miss out on having a journal. I didn't prepare what I should have. Okay, cool. Add a handout. Pull it down. Okay, and we're gonna do a session. Oh man, I would really love it if my keyboard was not breaking right now. In the game where I have to type session 9. Oh come on, 9. Do I need to plug in a different keyboard really quick? Session 9 journal. Okay, cool. I will have to plug in another keyboard if this keeps fucking up. Oh hell, imagine they mutilate captives which force them into the exile as revenge. Whoa! Whoa, that's brutal! Oh my god, that's totally brutal. We have to add that. We have to add that. Captives. Okay, do you see my keyboard just like shoot forward? It gets like keys stuck. What is happening? I'm just gonna copy paste what you wrote. That's gonna be easiest for me. C V. Oh geez, it went mega huge. Why does it do that? So weird. Normal. Not bold. And I need you to beep back up here. Cool. I love it. They got a whole spin the wheel system to see which part you lose. Oh my god. You love these guys. I love these guys. Oh man, why does it do that every time? It's so weird that when I enter it in, it's like, it's gonna be huge. Oh man, these guys are messed up. Alright. Cool. Beach whale raiders indeed. Okay, cool. So, I'm probably gonna have a lot of difficulty writing this journal. My keyboard is so old. That's the thing. It's like an ancient keyboard. It's from 2007. It's literally 13 years old. Oh my god. Ooh, I need a new keyboard. Alright. I have another one, but I use it for other stuff. It's like, it's in the other room. Okay, cool. We're gonna cancel this and exit this. Alright, cool. So, the journal that we have thus far is going to be a... Let's see here. It is going to be a... Oh yeah, what did we roll? It's all been undertake a journey, right? Right? Yep. Yep. So, move is going to be... undertake a journey. And the outcome here is going to be... a miss. Look at that. Look at that. It's just saying miss. It just totally gets stuck. It's so weird. And then we'll just copy paste because we did undertake a journey just 3 times. It's the only thing that's really happened. Okay. And we did week and week. Oh wait, we've done more. We did 4. So yeah, it's actually 2 undertake a journeys. And then it's been week, and then we'll highlight, go here for this, And then we're going to do a strong jaw. There we go. Cool. All right, so journal descriptor. Oh, God. I mean, it's not going to be... As we traveled closer to Thornhold, breaching the border between the deep wilds and the ragged coast, we came across a barren land, silent, with no creatures about. As we attempted the crossing, a dust storm kicked up, and we discovered firsthand, oh God, that space, the reason no one travels here. After being lifted up in a dust storm, our supplies were thrown to the winds. With nothing left to sustain us for the journey, we pushed forward with due haste. God, I hope we can reach the hold. I'm so hungry. Hungry, and my ankle is twisted. Ouch. Oh, God. Baron, I believe, is spelled. Wait, how is Baron spelled? Whatever. Baron? Yeah, it's like that. Okay, cool. The crew brought you by chocolate chip cookies and stream chat. Man, you're loving those cookies. Twisted. Ouch. Okay. All right. So let's yeah, and I think this next part, we passed a river that held a Raiders arc. I wanted to confront it, but Nin stopped me. It was too risky. Pushing forward, though, we reached the edges of Thornhold and met Raider kind regardless. A group of armed and dangerous bandits attacked us, and we were forced into the fray. All right, and we're saving it. Cool. That is the journal. Let's fucking get this fight going. Okay. It is a dangerous fight. There are at least 3 of them. Yeah, we've got. I mean, these are basically like villagers gone bandit. So like, I think it's only dangerous because there's multiples of them and they're like shooting shit at us. So let's get a fight going. Abso-freaking-lutely. So progress. We've completed this journey to Thornhold. But we have to get past this fight. Attacked by the beached whales. By the beach whales. Oh my God. Okay, so they're dangerous. And let's get it going. So, combat moves. Enter the fray. How am I getting into this? Oh yeah, and I have to remember, I have Nin with me. She is my shield buddy. So clash or battle alongside your companion, and when you face danger against an attack by standing together, add +1. Okay, so yeah, I can anytime I clash, she can help me out. I love it. So let's clicky and figure out what's going on. How do I want to enter the fray? Yes, it's a dangerous foe. It's going to be 2 progress per harm, and they inflict 2 harm, which is not good because I'm not in a great scenario. This could be a very deadly fight. So I could do heart facing off against my foe. I mean, that's the only thing we can do. Moving, we are ambushed, actually. We were ambushed, so we are rolling wits 100%, whether I want it to be or not. I don't have any assets that help in that, right? Yeah, vigilant would be good for the hawk, but I don't have it. All right, cool. Let's get into it. I never gathered light, and I really needed to. Not a good thing. I can try to do it during this time, but we'll see how this works out. Okay, let's enter the fray. Oh, great. Super good. I'm so excited to get a miss. Oh, by the way, my thing is completely off. I apologize about that. Oh, it's because oh, I'm sorry. There's a reason it's supposed to be like this. Okay, that's a lot better. Now it's there. I pulled it out so I could read. So yeah, that is a miss. It is not a good scenario for me. So I am coming out the gate in the bad zone. So let's mark a failure on here, which is not cool. So we're missing out the gate. Very fun. Entering the fray. That's a fat miss. Yep, a big fat miss. On a miss, combat begins with you at a disadvantage. Pay the price and your foe has initiative. God, pay the price. What's the most? I think it's a spirit loss. I think it's definitely a spirit loss would be the pay the price scenario. I think we immediately endure stress. I think that's what happens. So let's do it. So let's endure stress. We take 2, so we're down to 3 spirit, and now we have to roll plus spirit or heart. They're both the same right now, so we're gonna roll plus heart, and get a strong hit. Nice. I can shake it off, and my spirit's greater than 0. I can go -1 in exchange for 1 spirit. I'm gonna take a spirit back, and I'm going to drop to 0 momentum, which sucks. But they have initiative in the scenario, so we're gonna clash with a +1 because of our girl. And we're going to clash with... Do we clash with light? If we clash with light bearer, how does that work? Do we just use our beam? Yep, the amount of light you so I may use my light to strike or clash against a dark dwelling foe. Are they dark dwelling? I don't think they are. Choose the amount of light to unleash and roll light. Instead of plus iron or plus edge, suffer negative light equal to that amount. On a hit, your harm is 1 plus unleashed light. I don't think I can use it on them because they're not exactly dark dwelling. Not really down in there. So I think I just have to use iron. I'm just going to roll up with... God, what do I have if not my staff? Because the staff's inside of me now. What kind of weapon do I have? Do I have a weapon? I'm pretty sure I had a weapon, right? Or was I just using my staff before? That's not a good thing. Fuck. I don't know if I have anything if I don't have my staff. What time of day is this fight? I'm thinking... like evening, like sun setting situation. Them hands, big rock. Yeah, I'm gonna pick up a rock and throw it at him. God, that's, yeah. Just literally, they're shooting down arrows. I'm just, yeah, I don't have a staff. Do I use light on them? Wait, is that right? Should I do that? Does that work? I don't know. It says dark dwelling foe. I wonder if it matters. I think it needs to be. I feel like it has to be something that fits that as well. They aren't exactly dark dwelling. So I'm... Oh, that makes that so much weaker. I think I'm going to... I could invoke and try and secure advantage. Yeah, I'm just going to throw a rock at him, man. I think I'm just I'm going to throw a straight up rock at him. Just get it. Big rock and huck it. I need a weapon. Shit, we have to buy an actual weapon for Ida when we get in Thornhold. Nin could throw me a weapon. We could do like a check object here, but I think for this first one, because we weren't even thinking of it, we're tossing a rock. So iron. It's +1 because we have our girl at our side, Shieldkin. And let's do it. A weak hit. Okay, so not exactly what we want in this scenario. Jeez Louise. I'm tossing a rock, and it is inflict. I think I'm not even tossing a rock. I'm running up with a rock. Ah! Just getting ready to like smash this rock on him because it's physical. I'm not throwing it. That would be edge. I think I'm rolling up with a big rock to crush him. Them hands. I like that. We don't got supplies. I don't think you can check for that weapon. Oh, you're right. I don't think I can. Yeah, check your gear might say something. In any case, I got a weak hit. I pay the price. My foe is initiative. I think the price paid is Amita takes some harm. So we're going to give her two harm in this scenario. So we are able to deal 2 in this scenario. This is like bad. This is actually like really not good. So I smash him with a rock. Dark Dwelling. I really want to be able to beam them because I feel like that limits it so much. You may use your strike or clash against a Dark Dwelling foe. It's got to be that, man. It says it's the first sentence. I don't think I can light bearer this guy. I could have I'm not gonna have like as much use of that. I don't think. Potential opportunity: steal their weapon and use it. Ooh, that's really good. That's really good. So I'm up in melee with them, clashing. And I think the next thing I'm going to do, I can still use my magic in this scenario. I'm going to attempt to use an asset in this scenario. When I consume the mystical essence of all my surroundings, roll plus wits. On a strong hit, I add the value of my action die to my essence, track of max. You may then secure an advantage or face danger plus essence to create minor mystical effects or illusions. If I do, suffer 1 essence and take +1 momentum on a hit, on a weak hit as above, but capturing these energies is harrowing. So I could gain some momentum in this scenario. I wonder if that's even going to be a good thing to do, because if I don't even get a strong hit, I'll endure 2 stress. Ugh. The invoke is not great right now. I could just do the secure advantage and take a hit here. Let's just try to do that. Let's try and face danger. What will face danger get me? What does face danger get you? What if I do well in face danger? Strong hit, just take a momentum. It's just momentum gain. Do I really need 1 momentum right now? I don't. Like, there's nothing really to do with that kind of thing. God, I feel like it's just a fight. Like, I don't know if mechanically... Like, I could try to build it up, but I feel like the only thing it's going to do is, like, risk my failure. Like, I have to get hits in. Like, I think thematically they will work if if like, the fight feels like it's going that way. So, secure advantage. I could try to steal a weapon off of them, because I don't even know if there's the opportunity. Like, maybe try to take a weapon off of him. I come up, hit him with a rock. Nin's got my back, but she's getting hurt in a situation. like an arrow goes in. Nin! I call over to her, and I'm immediately in this thing's face. I'm going to try to secure an advantage and take a weapon from them. Like, whatever they have. Like, I don't know what the fuck they've got on them. We'll figure it out when we get there. Let's see if we can even secure an advantage and take a weapon here. I'm going to use edge to try to just like sweep it out from under them. Weak hit. Okay. My advantage is short-lived, but I take +1 momentum. All right, short-lived. So whatever I take doesn't last very long. Jeez, I think they're in the middle of loading their weapon, like loading up like another bolt, and that's why it's gonna be short-lived, because I'm only gonna get like the one situation. I immediately run up, like after like I've rocked one of them, like so they're like kind of stunned to the side situation. I'm gonna run up to the one loading and go, no, give me that, and I just kick him like right in the chest and take the weapon out from under him. I'm gonna fire, just fire it at him. It's gonna still be a clash scenario. Yeah. Or shoot at an advancing foe for edge. Yeah, I've ripped it out of him, and I think I've kicked him back, and he's immediately coming back at me. Like I've struggled it away from him, and I'm going to, that's my represented momentum, and I'm going to just shoot with edge here and hope that it goes okay. I still get a +1 because of my girl. Man, dude. Not cool. I'm outmatched. Must pay the price. My foe has initiative. Let's roll and pay the price and see what's going on. Okay. It's stressful. Okay, yeah, fuck yeah. I think it makes sense. I think we can easily take a stress, 2 stress damage and a oh god, and an endure stress move. Let's do it. Roll Oracle. Oh no, don't roll Oracle. I don't have to roll Oracle here. I'm not such a bad scenario where I have to do that. To ignore that. We have to just roll endure stress. I'm going to continue rolling plus heart. A weak hit means I press on, so that's all. So, God, we take a spirit hit. What is the pay the price of that scenario where I try to rip it away from him? I go to fire it, and I think, like, like, I don't know what I'm doing. So, like, yeah, like, he was in the middle of loading it, and I go to fire it, and it, like, he didn't finish the process, and it just pling, and, like, the bolt pops out. And it's going, God, I just throw it to the side. Dang, you missed that shot from the stress of the situation. Yeah, something effectively like that. Like, I don't know what I'm doing with the scenario. It goes to fire, it barely like goes off correctly, like it just pops out of the mechanism, and I just throw it to the side, and it's just no good. This fight's fucking me up. We have to continue to clash. I think he just launches at me, and at this point it's just like iron to iron scenario of dealing with the situation. Fuck, dude. I really need a weapon. Let me just check really quick. What does it take to say that you have something? Check your gear is... Yep. Yeah. You roll supply. I've got nothing. When you check to see if you have a specific helpful item and you have at least 1 supply, it doesn't work out. Wait, is he unarmed then? I think he is. I think he's unarmed. I believe he just had the bow on him at the moment, or the arrow. I'm imagining he's got a he's got to have something. He's got a stabby bit somewhere. Like, there's no way he's not carrying something. I took his ranged weapon out of the way. I think he's coming at me with probably like a short sword or something, like around that. Not a sword, because swords are rare. God, yeah, he's got to be coming at me with like a club or some scenario, some sort of like sharpened stone weapon. I imagine like a dagger situation, a shiv kind of thing, and he's just coming at me. Something like easily concealable that he would have on him and pull from the boot and just come at me with it. I just have to clash. That's all I can really do in this scenario. I'm imagining that works because he's... So I just clashed, though, didn't I? Oh, technically, I endured stress. I wonder if there's something else I can do here. I think I'm going to attempt to face danger. And I'm going to use my magic. I'm going to face danger and totally use my magic, I think. Because he's coming at me. It makes sense to me in this situation. I'm going to face danger plus essence to create a minor mystical effect or illusion. If I do, suffer 1 essence and take +1 momentum on a hit. Okay, so I get to add +3 essence to my. So I get to face danger +3, and if I do, I get a momentum on a hit. So let's attempt to face danger. Don't let him kick you in the peg leg. sheaths the blade. Yeah, dude. I don't want to get kicked in the peg leg. Oh god, it like comes out of the peg leg. Oh my god, that's insane. Like shing, and he's coming towards me with the peg leg. I'm imagining that's too goofy to have him like hopping. I'm imagining it's like an arm or something. He's got like an Assassin's Creed blade in the arm, and he's coming at me. That makes sense to me. So let's face danger to dodge out of the way of this, and we're going to get we're going to be facing danger. Oh, may the gods save you. Thank you, Denheim, for being awesome. All right. So we're going to be rolling. I mean, I'm trying to get out of the way of this, honestly. It's edge, whether I want it to be or not. He's rolling at me like I'm trying to swiftly. It's edge if speed, agility, precision. Yeah, I'm just trying to get out of the way. And we'll get a +3 because of the essence, and hopefully we do well. Yes. A strong hit. I take +1 momentum. I get an extra momentum because of my magic. So I think we immediately see him come forth, and I just put a hand out, and I just like literally flashbang, just like to blind just his eyes as I move out of the way. I'm imagining, like this guy. I'm imagining like a gritty beard kind of situation, probably in their like 40s, getting to 50s. They've got the mechanical arm, and I'm imagining like like they definitely have like leather armor situation, whatever they can make from the land, and yeah, it's just bandits. They want to get rid of us, take what we got, maybe chop a hand off and make one of us join. Who knows? So cool. I faced danger successfully, and that means I have initiative. I can strike because I've gotten a strong hit. So we are going to attempt to strike. I've moved out of the way, and let's just do a basic strike attack. I think will be nice to do here. We're going to use iron, and we don't get our bonus from our friend. I believe that's only in a battle or a what's the other scenario? So it is, yep, clash or battle alongside a companion, and when facing danger against an attack. I could have added even more. Actually, face danger is really good for me. So let's iron. No bonus that I can see here, because I wasn't securing an advantage. I was just facing danger. Oh, yes! Dude, that's so good! That's so good! Okay. God, I have to describe, like, what happened. Because I wasn't even, like, thinking about, like, what my strike was. Yeah, I've, like, blinded him with this flash of light, and I think it's pretty brutal, honestly. I inflict +1 harm, so I do 1 because I don't have an iron weapon, and I retain initiative, and I do a second one. So we're technically at 6 on the roster. I think I've blinded him. I immediately shove forward, and I rip the shiv out of his hand, and I just shove it right in his chest. Just immediately, just plow it right through and just throw him to the side. Just horribly wound him and toss him to the side, and he just moves over. This 50-year-old man I've stabbed. I mean, dude, the guy was kind of trying to kill me, okay? And I throw him to the side, and at which point I'm immediately, I've got the shiv in my hand, all right? I have a weapon, and I immediately, it's not metal, so it's still going to be a +1. I immediately move over to the one that I think Nin is clashing with, and I attempt to go in on that, and just do another strike. I think I have initiative. I don't want to try to finish it right now because the way I had this pointed out to me on YouTube of completing ending the fight. So it says, when you make a move to take decisive action and score a strong hit, you may resolve the outcome of this fight. So it is the way I understand that. So when you make a move to make a decisive action and you have scored a strong hit, just like you have resolved you may resolve the outcome of this fight, and then it is strong, weak, miss. So I know that it was mentioned to me on YouTube before that you can't end a fight. You don't end a fight just because you have initiative, but you do have to have scored a strong hit, as what this is written here. When you make the move to take a decisive action and score a strong hit, you may resolve the outcome of this fight. At which point, yeah, then you get to roll, because that doesn't pertain to the strong hit on this roll, on the roll and the fight. Because if that's the case, then a weak hit wouldn't work. And in the case of the end the fight move, the weak hit is as above, which means the foe is no longer in the fight, but you choose a back thing. So technically, you do have to have initiative to end the fight. You have to have scored a strong hit, and then you can do it. So I could attempt to end it now, or I could. I just feel like I can't end it now. 6 doesn't feel like it's enough. We are coming up on the end. It would be interesting to see where it goes. Let's do it. Let's risk it right now. Let's risk it all and see where we are. We're at 6. Let's attempt to conclude the fight. We've just scored a strong hit. We've met the prerequisites of the fight, and I think this is me like coming over to the other one to try to like stab him out. Yep. So we roll the challenge dice, compare your progress. Let's see if we can finish it. It's a weak hit. We're okay. We're actually okay. Oh my god. Okay, perfect. A weak hit as above, which means the foe is no longer in the fight. They are killed out of action, flee, or surrender as appropriate to the situation and your intent. It's worse than I thought. You are overcome. Your victory is short-lived. A new danger or foe appears. You suffer collateral damage. Something of value is lost or broken, or someone important must pay the cost. I'll pay for it. that an objective falls out of reach, others won't forget. You are marked for vengeance. I really like that. I really fucking like that. Okay, I know exactly how this ends. I roll up, because we said there were 3 of them. One of them I stabbed in the chest and threw to the side, the old man. I run up to the one that Nin is engaged with. There's one more still firing from a distance, and I run up, like, very just like, get away from her! And I just stab this shiv into the back of this, my sunshine girl has gone dark. We're being attacked. We're already killed. She doesn't want anyone to get hurt. These people are terrible. And she's going to just stab into the back of this one, and just multiple times until they are just down and they drop. The one who was firing from a distance immediately lifts and runs, bolting away from the scenario. And Nin is just sort of barely... She's only at 1 HP, bro. Like, if I look at my assets, she is terribly, terribly hurt. Oh, wait, it was 3. No, here. Oh, yeah, she took 2. Yeah, she's at half. Yeah, my hawk didn't get killed. And this other one just drops to the ground. Clattered. Nice gamble. I think they would flee, but now you got a bunch of angry beached whales on you now. Yeah, the one gets away. That's the scenario. So I've killed 2, and one just runs. And we see it's probably some, like, younger girl kind of situation. She runs away. Just bolts. She probably also has missing armor. Maybe she has a missing leg. It's just a really good prosthetic. And she bolts. And I'm just... And Nin's just the same. Just breathing. And it runs away. And I think Nin's immediately... Should we follow her? Make sure there aren't any witnesses. No. Just let her go. Let her go. We need one at least to warn. Not to fuck with us. Sunshine Child's arrived. They should know. And Nin just looks at me. Sunshine Child. Says, it's a name I'm working on, okay? You alright? Says, yeah. I'm fine. Whew. Seems Thornhold is in a lot more trouble than we think if their outskirts aren't secured. Yeah. We're gonna have to find out what the fuck happened. Why this is out just a mile from Thornhold. Obviously they're not protecting their roads. And we look to see the city beyond. And I think that's where we end the session. We see this sort of haggard, heavy breathing Nin and Ida, my hawk, who had to fly away during the fight, pitches a sort of roost right on my shoulder. And we sort of see that scene of the back of our sort of party of adventurers, and the sort of distant Thornhold, your sort of classic circular village town, clung to the side of a fjord town, clung to the side of a bay, and we see in the distance where our adventure goes. It seems I encroach more influence onto the land. Yeah, slowly but surely you have influenced the game. It's fun to have people stop by and come up with decent suggestions to this. So very cool. So Ida, let's do the last sort of journal of Ida here, and figure out this scenario. A fight. Fight. Win. Did we, by the way, did we write down the miss that we got? I don't know if we did. I think it happened mid-battle, and I was a little... I think we did. We only got the 1, so 1, 2... Enter the fray was a miss. 3. So I should have had 3. I know I started with 3 boxes, so we should technically... Yeah, we missed 1. So we have 3 marked, because I had 3 boxes in, because I had to shift that over. Okay, fight, and it's a win. It's going to be a short journal. We survived the ambush. We survived the ambush. I kinda had to brutally murder 2 of them. But come on, man! They were gonna kill us! For our gear! For our loot! Loot we didn't have! We had to do something. Listen, when arrows fly at me, the situation has gone far beyond diplomacy. sometimes sometimes you just gotta shiv a raider for the greater good. Anyway, I've come across a terrible realization. My light magic won't really work on creatures that aren't dark dwelling. I mean, these guys are dark, but I think they actually need to be sensitive to light for me to hurt them. Shit! If I play my cards right, I might get myself a little cult of the Olden God of Mischief. Oh no! Got a pig cult going on in the Iron Lands. Fuck. Anyway, we killed 2, and the 3rd ran for it. I think as they ran for it, we're going to canonly say they're just like, the beach whale won't forget this, as the one left for it, as the one ran for it. I guess the beached whale won't forget this? At least that's what that raider girl said before she ran away. Hope that doesn't bite me in the butt. Thornhold awaits. Finally, a place to rest after this crazy journey. I'm happy I'm finally at the coast. At least that part has gone right. Cool. All right, we've got it, and then we can close all of this all the way up. Beep 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 beep, and then next session we have a. I need a drink really quick. Next session. Enter Thornhold. Totally sojourn. You need it. Resupply in town. Meet with Parcel and find out how he can help us with our quest. Okay, cool. Use Nin's connection to Parcel. Got it. All right. I think that's everything. Perfect. We made it. So that is our session 9 journal, and the only thing I think we have left to do is I think we can advance our quest, which is we can go 2 bits here, and then we can go into our actual quest outline and complete one of the notes here. So we have traveled to the Ragged Coast, to Thornhold. We can put a strike through there and know that we've completed it. Oh God. It has been done. It has been completed. We made it to Thornhold for Ida. I'm so happy. Alright, very cool. Oh, God. That was such a stressful situation. I was like, God, this can go bad really fast. Like, really, really fast. Like, if you don't get a strong hit, it's over. I was, like, tempted just to do battle to get some Thornhold action, but I feel like it rounded out to the end of the session way too well not to get a fight in. And like, who doesn't want? I don't gotta get a fight in. We're playing an RPG, man. You gotta do some battle. But we got some misses in, some advancement. I think we've curled our way into the Ragged Coast with kind of a very satisfying place for Ida to be when we come back for her. Survived, so long as you don't whiff the sojourn, dude. Don't even jinx it. I can't deal with that. We whiff the sojourn and Thornhold doesn't like us. I'm gonna be so sad, because literally it has been her mission since Ravencliff, the first place we were to get to Thornhold, and it's been like suffering. I've like bounced off Bleak Forward Bog and like had to go to Thornmark and get kicked out of there, Broken Hills, save my parents and deal with some shit. Dude, it's been a journey to get to Thornhold. If they don't like us, I'm gonna cry. Oh, all right. Well, my friends, that has been our session for the evening. Thank you. Well, time to create my faction. Get out of here. We don't even know we don't even know if we're gonna be here. If they're gonna be in here, pig. Don't you plan for my ultimate demise before it's even happened. So our yes, thank you to those who joined me this evening. I super appreciate stopping by and hanging out. Pigman, for Skilla, and Continuity Drift, all for stopping by. Even though Continuity Drift was just shafted, which is all that needed to be said. It was perfect. It was memorable. Thank you guys for stopping by and hanging out, and anybody else who's watching in the background. And if you're watching on YouTube, I also appreciate you hanging out with me. This episode is brought to you in part by Ironsworn, literally the game we were just playing. There it is. It's made by Sean Tompkin. It is an award-winning a tabletop role-playing game providing everything you need to undertake perilous quests. Thank you, Sean Tompkin, for making this absolutely awesome. You can get his adventure for free at ironswornrpg.com. His adventure, sorry. This system for free, and do your own Ironsworning on his website, which is amazing that it is a free download. There's other stuff to pay for as you go on, but it's good stuff. Good stuff just with the core content. Alright, and thank you also to Danheim, who you're listening to right now, Danheim Music, for kicking butt and giving us some awesome tunes to listen to that fit the theme of this environment. It is made by an individual by the name of Mike Olsen, a Danish producer, Copenhagen-based, and they have new albums up all the time on their YouTube channel. Check them out on YouTube or on their website, danheimmusic.com. Thank you to those who have provided the awesome stuff that makes this so much fun for me. That is everything. I am out for the night. Thank you again for joining me, and I will see you next week. Well, actually, I won't see you next week. I'm out of town. I'll see you the following week. I'll make a tweet about that, but I won't be home for streaming. So the following week, when we pick up our adventures from there and see where we go. But if I don't see you, take care, and we'll be playing soon, friend. Bye-bye!